Hello my crafty friends, it's Crystal with Happy to Plan. Today I'm going to be making a couple of fabric flips for the journals that I'm making. I'm making a garden journal, a sewing journal, and a cookbook journal. They're all ring binding ones. So I kind of showed my journal, my garden journal in my last video that I did, but here is my sewing one. I put together all of the pages and kind of decided on where the pockets are going to go, and I just wanted to add at least one fabric flip to each of the different books. I decided that I wanted to use this fabric. I got this for a different purpose and then I never ultimately used it, but I thought this would be cute for a sewing journal because it has like little men's shoes on it, and a couple of the things that I have like suits on it. So I have this one that's it's like a tailored suit, and the next page has a man's suit on it. So what I thought I would do was do the fabric flip here, and I liked the neutral background of this page. So that's the plan for that one. And then for the cookbook, I found this really cute strawberry fabric at Walmart. And none of this, I think the only fabric that might be vintage is this one and this one. I think pretty much all of the rest of them aren't vintage. I don't know for sure though. Well, I know none of this is. And then what I thought I would do with that fabric flip, let me see, where did this one. I thought it would be cute to put the strawberries with the little fork and knife things. So I did take this, it was white fabric. I did take and just dyed it with my Tim Holtz vintage photo. I put this in a cup of water. I just put a couple sprays in a cup of water and then dunked it to see how it would look. And it kind of made it kind of grungy and dirty looking, which I like. And then for the garden one, I'm going to put it on this page. And I thought this fabric would look good on it. I think this might be vintage. I think I got this from, you know what? I have absolutely no idea where I got this fabric from, which is really weird. Oh, you know what? I actually think I got this from Kim, from Creative Craft Localities. I think she might have given this to me. So anyway, I thought that would look good. It kind of reminds me of a picnic, you know, picnic in a garden kind of thing. So I thought I would use that for that page. And then I have some different pieces to go with that. So my plan is to kind of work on them together. So they're all kind of the same. Basically, they're 6 inches apart. Some of them are a little bit shorter and some of them are a little bit longer. But basically, they're all kind of the same. Well, they're all 6 inches. The paper is 6 inches because I just basically cut the paper in half, a 12 by 12 paper. I cut it in half so that I could have two out of one paper. And so I'm going to kind of just work with this one in regards to length. And then if I need to trim it up, I can. So I think I'll go ahead and start with this one. And I kind of pre-cut this one to fit here. What I thought I would do would use the green as the main back color, and then put this kind of on top of it. And I think I'm basically going to do pretty much the same design for all of them. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this out. Now I am going to use my fabric shears. I cannot cut, like, I don't know how people can like cut it and then rip it. I cannot rip it straight to save my life. I can't cut it straight to save my life, but I definitely can't rip it to straight. It will not turn out straight if I rip this. So I'm just going to take my fabric shears here and just cut it the best I can, and then once I get it off, I can kind of trim it up a little bit and make it a little bit straighter. And then I don't actually iron my fabric. I'll show you my trick. So what I do, I'm gonna get my little plastic mat out here. This is a little plastic mat, came from just a Dollar Tree cutting mat. I use this wrinkle release because I don't iron. And yeah, I feel like it works perfectly fine. I'm just gonna spray it. It does obviously make the fabric a little bit wet. I'm running out. But I mean, it dries fast enough. So I'm just gonna kind of make all of the wrinkles go away. And then I'm gonna just trim this up just a little bit to be just a little bit more even. Now that I've got that wrinkle out of there, I'm gonna cut this one too. I don't want to cut it too much because I feel like it needs to be trimmed right there. I don't really care if it's exactly straight. That's not really what I'm going for. I'm okay if it's kind of not exactly straight. So basically I have my little template here, and then I'm going to make these all at the same time. So I'm going to go ahead and cut another piece out of this, kind of at the same, I think I have a piece that's kind of already cut. Should I go that way with it? Which way should I go? I think I will go this way. Okay, so I'm just going to use this as a guide and cut. Again, I'm not going for perfection. That's not, I mean, that's not what a junk journal is all about. It's kind of just to have fun. I will be selling these on my Etsy shop once I get them done. So if you are interested in purchasing them, let me know. And I could reserve one for you if you want me to. I haven't really come up with a price yet because I don't know how long it's going to take me to actually do this. So, but if you're interested, my email address is in my description box below. And I do realize that I'm cutting the green one at the same time, but that's okay. Yeah, and then I got that all. Need to just trim that one piece off. There we go. Okay, and then I gotta trim. Oh, no. I got all four sides. Okay. So I've got those two pieces, and then I was going to use this as my back piece for the sewing journal. And I guess it doesn't really have a direction. So I'm going to just trim the edges off. Okay. All right, so now that I have my, oh, hello, that is so crooked. Wow, dang it. These scissors are so hard to use. I'm gonna try to get better scissors. so now that I have my 3 bases, get rid of this. Actually, let me spray this first. Oh, I sprayed it too much. Well, it'll dry. And it actually, it smells so good too. Has a Febreze-like scent. Okay, so I've got my 3 bases. And now I'm gonna kind of build off of those. So I had that one piece of the strawberry, just probably a little bit too much. And I was thinking about kind of doing like an off-centered thing. So let me actually cut just a little bit off of this. I was thinking about kind of not doing exactly right on it because I don't think I cut it exactly to fit the paper. Yeah, so see, I can go over just a tiny bit. Thinking about letting it hang off a little bit. And then I had this other piece that has like a little bit of green. And then what I thought I would do was actually cut one of these out. Little strawberries out. And then I have this little fabric. This actually, I think this actually came from a, I think I cut this off of something. I don't remember exactly what I cut it off of, but I think that's where that came from. So I was thinking about doing something like this. I don't know, maybe I want this down here. Kind of liking that. Kind of liking that. Okay, let's put that aside for now. And I have to fix my sewing machine. So I'm just designing these now and I'll sew them later. So this fabric, I think I got this at Joann's. It basically just has writing on it, like scribbles. So I feel like it kind of matches the shoes. It kind of has like a designer feel to it, like somebody is writing little notes and stuff about how to design, and I don't know. So I'm going to actually cut this a little bit and then basically almost do the same thing. I know I'm off camera. I'm totally off camera right now, but let me just cut this real quick. So again, kind of just want to do the same thing because I don't want to overthink it. So kind of putting that there, and then I had another piece of kind of that same fabric. Maybe I'll center this one a little bit more on that side. And then I need to come up with a strip I can put here. Okay, and I have this ribbon. It's like a velvety ribbon that I thought would look kind of cool right here. I know it's kind of masculine, but I think I'm okay with that. Maybe adding just a piece of lace. So then I have this piece that I was going to actually use on the garden one because it looks like an old napkin. But maybe I can put a little piece of this like it's a handkerchief. Like, oh, you know what, actually? I have this little piece of white. It's not really white, it's like, I didn't think that's gonna work. Let me see if this would look better here. Sorry if you can hear my cat in the background. But then you're just totally covering up the shoes, and I like the shoes. So, oh, you know what? That's what I could do. Hold on. Wait. Oh. I can cut one of the shoes out like I did the strawberries. Let's see. So I can put, I feel like they need to go that way. And then put this here. And then my thought process is I can sew around this piece and then kind of just stitch around that piece, and then so it'll kind of almost be like a double flap, I think. I'm not sure if I'm going to glue that down or not, but we will see. I feel like I want to add just a touch of like something like this, just to give it almost like it's like a handkerchief kind of thing. Like I'm almost feeling like I'm building a suit, like, you know, like a designer would have like swatches and, okay, we're gonna put this with this, and I kind of feel like that's what this is. Okay, yeah, I'm kind of liking that because it kind of makes it stand out. From the thing a little bit more. Like maybe that's the color of the shirt and this is the color of the jacket, and like this is the vest or the bow tie color or something, or this is what the bow tie is going to be made out of, and here's the shoes. I kind of feel like it's, you know, like a little designer storyboard or something. I don't know. Okay, so those two are done. I'm loving that. Okay, then this one, I have this blue fabric. This blue fabric came from Cheaply Chic. She had a little fabric. She's selling some of her daughter's old fabrics. And I think this is really pretty. And I love that it'll kind of play off the blue and white thing because the paper that I'm using is white, red and white. Well, it's not really white. It's like a cream, but it'll have like the little red, white, and blue. So it's that. And then I have this I was thinking about using. I was thinking about using a piece of this. I don't know how. I don't know if I want to cut it. Cutting things is so hard sometimes. But it does kind of a stain right there, and I mean, I think I bought it for $1. It's not like I spent a lot of money on it. And I'm thinking about using some of it in my journal as pockets. So apparently I'm going to cut it, because there I go. Sometimes you just got to do it. Okay. So I think there's a right way and a wrong way. Yeah, there's definitely a right way and a wrong way. So maybe doing something, so I kind of want this, maybe this should be here, and maybe this should be on top. so then I can sew right here. Because you got to think about, okay, how can I sew this together to actually make it work? I mean, I can glue it. I'm not loving that. Maybe I just need to add something. Maybe I need to add a strawberry. No. Oh, I had this lace. I was thinking about using this lace. No, I don't like it. I like that better. Okay. Let's see. I'm not loving that. Maybe I like that better. Because I don't feel like I could see any of this fabric in the bottom. But then maybe I could put like an applique on it or something. Let's see. I have this little strip. Nope. Kind of feel like this looks kind of like a placemat. Okay, and I have, so this is my garden one. No, I'm not loving that. It's not helping. It's not working. I have these appliques that also came from Cheaply Chic. Oops. I definitely like that size better. Ugh. Actually kind of liking that. Let me actually make this a little bit brown on the edges. I'm just using my, this is Vintage Photo, and it literally, I didn't even dunk this into the stamp pad. I'm just using whatever on this pad. I think I like that. And then I can sew around that. I can sew like around here. I probably have to, what I might do is actually just sew around and then tack that down with a Fabri-Tac. All right, yeah, I think that's done. I think I'm going to call these done. I just basically wanted to design them in this video. And then when I do the final flip through of the journals, you'll see the end result and kind of how it looks sewn. Unfortunately, I need to clean my sewing machine and I keep putting it off because I'm scared that I'm going to break it. But the stitching on the back is really loose and it's just my tension thread is not good. So I need to figure out what I'm going to do about that. So if anybody has any suggestions on how to help with that piece, I would greatly appreciate your advice. And yeah, so I think that's it. I think this is what I'm going to do. I'm very happy with all of them. I think they're a lot of fabric for a fabric flip, but I just wanted to have it like be a statement piece in the journals, and they're all kind of in the middle of the journal. So, sort of kind of in the middle. So that one will be on this paper. And then this one is going to be on this page. Might have to, this one was a little bit shorter than the other one, so I might have to cut it down a little bit. Might have to trim this one down. Move this over. Oh wait, yeah, I'm like, where's the holes at? So kind of do it like that. So that works. I don't want to obstruct that hole. So let's move this over. I do want to have some of it hanging off. Okay, so there's that one. There's that one, and then the garden one is going to be on this page. And this one has the lace kind of hanging out, which I actually like, that it's hanging out a little bit. So yeah, so those are my 3 fabric flips, and I'll just sew them all up, and then when I do the final flip through, you'll be able to see what they look like in the book. All right, well, that was it for me today. That's all I wanted to do in this journal, is just kind of design these, and then I'll fix my sewing machine. I have to fix my sewing machine because I have a lot of sewing I'm going to do in these books, because you can't really have a sewing journal without sewing in it. I don't think that's right. So I will have to figure out a way to fix all that. All right, so I am going to call this a video, and I will see you again real soon. Bye for now.